Well, no wonder. There we go. No wonder. All right, let me get this set up since I can see it now. I know what you're thinking. Well, you should have had time to do that, but I didn't. I never do. There's a different view. That's all right, I guess. Hey, there's Lawn 11, all the way from Philadelphia town, Pennsylvania. Good to see you. John Ross, how's it going, brother? Wes Dixon, Brian Dunlap, Adam Wolf, Adina Sods, Katie After Dark at large. The gang's all here. Wonder if anybody else will show up. It's the last break on through of that Jive known as 2025. I mean, oh boy. What is today, the 30th? Yeah. Next to the last day of the year. This day has has not been the greatest. Hey, Malcolm Kent's here with us tonight. Malcolm Kent, I might need your input for things to discuss. The main subject at hand is that only in 12 days we will be down close to Atlanta, Georgia. Riverdale, Georgia, I think is the town, celebrating 85 years of Abdullah the Butcher. It's his birthday celebration, and we were asked to perform along with In the Groove Band and one other gentleman whom I do not have the information in front of me to tell you who that is. But man, there's a ton of wrestlers are going to be there in person. Ron Simmons, Tony Atlas, Tommy Wildfire Rich. Gosh, who else, man? Teddy Long. And a host of others, man. It's going to be quite the event. And there's a new promo video that went up just a little bit ago. The handiwork of my main man, Clinton Zilla. Done from my very haphazard storyboards that I give him scribbled on typing paper with magic marker. But somehow we make it work. Man, it's quite an honor. I've said it before. I'm going to go ahead and say it again to you, but it's quite an honor to play this thing. And I've said it before that when I was a kid watching Abdullah on Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, if you'd have said, oh, one day, you know, you're going to meet this guy, he's going to see your band play a song about him, much less, and you're going to be invited to play his 85th birthday, I'd have said you were crazy. But here we are, creeping into 2026. See how frazzled I am? Let's see, that's just part of the charm of being this ANTiSEEN carnival. Patrick said he's trying to get off work that day. Now, like y'all, you need to check the Abdullah Butcher official page. Look at the prices. The prices have kind of changed a little bit. They haven't gone up, but there are no more links to buy advanced tickets. It's all at the door. And it's a 2-night event, actually. It's the 9th and 10th. 10th is the one we're playing on. The 9th will be a Q&A with Abby and some of the guests that have picked. Bruiser Brody's widow is going to be there. She's going to be there on the 10th as well. And, man, it's going to be a good time. And both events start at 7 p.m. The first night, the 9th, is all ages. The second night, on the 10th, is 21 and up because of the alcohol sales at the bar there. And both events, free parking. I know that's a selling point for around Atlanta right there. Free parking. But let me tell you something else good that has happened this week. Let me tell you some good stuff. We finally got in the Clayton and Wenzel test pressings. We have listened to them. We're quite in awe and have approved them. So I'm guessing in a month we will have the LP version of Clayton and Wenzel Songs from Home with a brand new bonus track that was not on the CD. So we did it the opposite of the way most people do. Oh, we'll put some extra ones on the CD. But no, we put an extra one on the vinyl. And it is a barn burner. I think we plan on making a promotional video for that. So don't worry, Clinton, there'll be another scribbled stick figure storyboard coming your way soon. So everybody have a great Christmas? I hope you did. I know a lot. We're hearing a lot about people going around, people being sick. We were sick as dogs last Christmas, to the point we barely even remember it at all. And but this Christmas, everybody was fine. Little Coleman dressed up like an elf to my Santa Claus, and we passed out presents, even though most of the presents were put in a pile for him. But he had a blast, and we had a blast too. Smoked ham. Oh yeah. And was y'all's weather crazy leading up to Christmas? And on Christmas around here, it was about 78 degrees. We had the air conditioner on. I was wearing a short sleeve shirt outside. And just about a week prior, it was 18 degrees every morning. Now we're back to that. So, I don't know. Malcolm asked what was little Coleman's favorite Christmas gift. Well, that's an easy answer. He has been bugging me for the better part of about a year now to have his own mic stand. But I can't have that little ball of energy running around here with a cast iron base and a steel pole, swinging it around, trying to copy the actions of his pawpaw. So on the First Lady found a children's mic stand on TikTok something. TikTok shopping, I don't know what it is, but she sent it to me, and I ordered him one at the beginning of December. Well, it was, a few days before Christmas, and it hadn't come yet, so I'm sitting there wondering, man, did I even order the thing? I may not have. very disorganized in that way. And so I said, send me the link to it and I will order another one. Well, as it would happen, they both arrived on the same day. So, knowing how he is with stuff, I put one away and I got one ready for him to play. It has a little cord that hooks in the thing. The microphone sounds like it's being spoken through a transistor radio, but man, he loves it. He loves it. And we got him some great games. We got this one, a dinosaur, where you shoot these little tiny foam, or not foamers, they're harder than that, but these real compacted foam balls into his mouth, and he roars and smoke comes out of his nose. Man, me and him and Coleman played that outside. Me, him, and Brandon played that outside. And man, that was really fun. We got him a dinosaur rocket launcher that he runs and jumps on. And it says on the package it goes up to 100 feet high. And I'm like, yeah, right. Well, it did. They go up to 100 feet. And he's had a ball with that. But his favorite's his mic stand. I've already had to tape up part of it, but I guess it's a good thing I got the spare. Probably should have got 6 or 7 of them. Oh, Clinton Zill, I've already thought about getting him a drum set. I mean, he's already shown a little bit of a sense of rhythm when he plays on the cardboard boxes with Barry Hannibal drumsticks in here in the Break On Through studios. So, do y'all do New Year's resolutions? I don't. I don't like all that. I don't like New Year. I mean, I like the fact that we go into another year. We can't ignore that, but I'm not a fan of New Year's Eve. I'm not a fan of New Year's. And you might think, well, you get another day off of work. Man, I'd rather work. I'd rather have an extra day at Christmas than have off New Year's Day. That little no man's land of time zone there between Christmas and New Year's is very confusing. It's kind of hard to get back into the groove. Well, I groove at work today. Working class, man. Working class. Goodness gracious. But I don't do resolutions, man. I mean, I'm like everybody. I try them. Oh, well, starting New Year, I'm going to, I mean, it always... Has anyone ever started a resolution and stuck with it? Because I don't think I've ever met anyone who has. And I don't even do that nonsense anymore. It's just whenever I get to a certain point, I go, well, it's time to do something about this, that, or the other, and I get in the right mind frame to tackle this, that, or the other. But, man, 2025, I think, for the most part, was a good year. We got some stuff happening at the beginning of 2026. I just told you the Clayton the Wenzel LP and the all-new, newly remastered. And when I tell you, man, there's a lot of people go, oh, the remaster, or the this, that, you know. And I'm like, I can't really tell. When you buy the new Eat More Possum reissue, I promise you, you're going to notice a difference. Tell them about it, Walt. Tell them about it, Malcolm. Y'all have each listened to it. It's incredible. The possum on the front cover, we used the original photo for an all-new, updated, high-tech scan. The back cover is completely different. Man, we got liner notes. We got a ton of liner notes to read. Man, we got stuff from Tom O'Keefe, from Jeff Dahl himself, from my brother Greg Clayton, from Malcolm Tent, from Walt Wheat. I know you're thinking right now, you got liner notes by Walt Wheat. Is it a 15-page booklet? No, it's one insert. But, man, there's a lot to read. A lot to read. All new scans of some of the, what people would consider the iconic photos of that lineup. It's going to be a beautiful thing. It will be in 3 different color variants. Let me see if I can remember what those color variants are going to be. We're going to attempt to do, you know how we do a pressing of 500. We do a 200, 200, and a 100. The 100, we're going to try to make a black, white, gray, speckled vinyl. We're going to call asphalt vinyl. Now, will it come out like that? Well, that remains to be seen. We'll see. There's going to be a possum tail pink. Not hot bubblegum hot pink like we did Time Machine or EP Royalty. You just wait till you see it. And when you see it, you're going to think of an old possum's tail. You probably want to put it back in the cover. I don't know. But then we're going to do a very nice, brilliant, opaque purple. As attempted several times with TKO and TPOS. And there are some of the TPOS translucent purple that is true blue, grape, Barney purple. But a bunch of them are bluish. And man, I'm thinking that happened with the TKO reissue too. I don't know. I mean, I don't sit around looking at all that stuff. I mean, I probably should know it better, but wait till you hear it. Wait till you see it. Wait till you hold it in your hand. Man, that's coming soon. I'm sure Malcolm Tent has a bunch more from the vault live ANTiSEEN CDs coming out. Long-haired weirdo is going to be kicking into high gear in 2026. Already 2 self-made monster titles, a Before I Hang anthology, and lots of others. I can't even think of it. Now, I always come to this like I really didn't think I was going to be on at 7 o'clock, to be honest with you. But here I am. And at the beginning of 26, I'm going to do the first ANTiSEEN Historic Stanley County Tour. And the first people that will be taking that tour is Robert Everett from way down there in Spooky's Records. And our main Mondo. I think Brandon's going to be along to film. But I don't want to release a film of the entire tour, man, because I want people to be able to take the tour. Well, I don't know. Maybe we should put out a video of it. Do some narration when, where the audio might not be so clear. And just show you where everything started, man. The wheels turned for ANTiSEEN in 2 apartments here in Charlotte, which we will visit those before heading to Stanley County. In Stanley County, not only will you get the ANTiSEEN history, but also some Judas Bullethead and all the pre-band performing Jeff Clayton. New London, North Carolina is where I consider home. Well, I've said it before in here, we were a military family, so we moved around a lot. My parents were there in New London, So every time we had a time where Dad was stationed somewhere, we would end up right back there. Malcolm, go ahead and tell them what you got planned for the next 3 vaults. And I'll announce it right here. I'll tell them what to look forward to, man. You wouldn't believe all the stuff we have cataloged yet to get. Man, if I can ever get enough time to look over the what almost 200 DVDs that I have from Clintonzilla, who transferred all the VHS stuff that I had archived in a tub for 20 and 30 years. Man, all that's going to be available soon, either on our YouTube page, which, you know what, the YouTube page is not getting the kind of traffic that we would like to see. Break On Through ends up there every evening, but and it's my fault. I have not been given Clintonzilla the instruction to put things up. But man, once it gets rolling, it's going to roll. Do you hear me? Roll. So much stuff we have. And it's all going to make its way up there. Or we will be selling stuff that we don't post on YouTube in DVDs that have to do with the same time period. Like the next one that's going to happen is going to be the Southern Hostility years, 91, 92. So we got a ton of video from those times, especially our shows down in Texas. Talk about some rough times now. But, so we got that, and something I keep failing to mention is on the night that we release the Eat More Possum reissue, we will air a performance that features myself, Greg Clayton, Tom O'Keefe, and in the role of ANTiSEEN guitar player Walt Wheat, where we play Eat More Possum in its entirety. Which, by the way, once we get Eat More Possum in, the shows that we do after that are going to be the Ultra lineup playing Eat More Possum in its entirety. He's like, oh, we gotta go see a show that's like 20 minutes long. No. After we're done playing Eat More Possum, we'll come out and play current and past favorites. So don't you worry, man. ANTiSEEN ain't gonna pull a fast one. So I'm trying to think of something profound to say about 2025, but man, I just don't. We lost a lot of folks. Not only in the immediate, family and friends, but our heroes, Sabu. Yeah, who else, man? Tons. I can't even keep track of them anymore. Oh boy, what I do? Okay, here we go. There's Michael Lacey here with us live from Florida. Michael pretty much runs the Abdullah the Butcher page, so go on there and say hi to Michael on one of his posts. And hopefully you'll get to meet him on January 10th. Man, it's hard to believe that's only 12 days away, right? 2025 was the year that Malcolm Tent became a North Carolinian. What else? Come on, Malcolm, help me out. Come on, Walt, help me out. I knew you'd grab that one, Walt. That's a question on here. But, man, I'm fading away here. We're starting to get booked for February and April. And we might be playing in some area. I can't really give details on that yet until things get more confirmed. We may be playing in some areas where we have not been in quite some time. And I'll tell you this, we got our sights set on the West Coast in 2026. So let's make it happen. And I'm sure we'll be working on a brand new, all original album at some point very soon. I just want to say that I'm just grateful and I'm thankful that I still have people that want to come on here in the evenings on Tuesdays and look at me trying to figure out something to talk about. Now, I really wish y'all would write me and let me know what you want to hear about. Now, don't put stuff now. We're halfway through my time now. Malcolm says, to tell you all about how excited I am for the recently leaked Misfit tapes. And there's Jerry Morrow. Hey, Jerry, how's it going, man? ANTiSEEN goes funk with Bootsy and Malcolm playing dueling bass joes. Well, that sounds like a good idea. Good idea. Oh, I gotta remember to tell you all that the P.O. box that I've had for, I don't know, 30 years, 20 years? 20 years at least. Tomorrow will be its last day of operation. It will no longer be active for Jeff Clayton, ANTiSEEN, or Long Haired Weirdo Records. Man, I was talking to Mark Rainey at TKO. We're just talking about, man, you know, people just don't do the mail much, which is why the prices keep going up. And as the prices go up, well, so did the rent for the P.O. box. And I'm just like, man, I can't justify paying that much per year for something that gets used maybe, I don't know, 15 days a year. I'll just take my chances of having it come to the house. Or you can come to me at work if it's really big and I don't want it sitting out all in 100-degree weather or whatever. But yeah, this is New Year's Eve. Man, you know what? I may come on New Year's Eve and count down with y'all. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I'm working security tomorrow night at our church. Our church is kind of being like a gypsy caravan right now. Our building's being repaired, and we're doing it, you know, here, and this is one of the ones. It's going to be in Albemarle, matter of fact, very close to my beloved New London, right beside it to be exact. So, oh, and I know, speaking of church, speaking of wrestling, like we do on here quite a bit, I just want to say, thank you, Lord, for what you did for Rick Beastmaster Link. Man, they sent him to hospice. You know what that means to go to hospice? They're done with treatment. They're done with any treatment you may have. And they're helping you to be comfortable as you exit this plane. He was there. He was there night before Christmas. And last night, or this morning when I got up, it's 4 a.m., I saw a post that said they checked all his vitals. His vitals were good. His appetite was back. He was aware. He insisted, I want out of here. So he went from hospice care to the hospital where they checked his vitals and everything, and they just said, man, wait, you're fine. So, and I know some of you out there, oh yeah, well, it was that good pharmaceutical stuff they were putting. No, it wasn't that. The grace of God. He's healed. He's going home, and not the way I thought he would be going home by now either. So, let's drink us a toast to Rick, the Beastmaster Link. So happy for you, brother. Well, I see our videos getting posted everywhere. I wish you'd all share it wherever you can, from Puerto Rico to Japan. Because we need to get a lot of people to celebrate Abby's 85th birthday. Man, I certainly cannot imagine myself being 85 years old. And with all due respect, I did not see Abby being 85 years old. Man, I just consider it such an honor to be part of this. Michael, I don't have any personal contact. I mean, I've known Rick for 25 years, I guess, or 20 years at least, but I don't have any personal contact with him. I talk to him through Facebook, and I don't know how well he'll be to travel. We're talking about Abby just having 2 strokes. Going to be there, so here you go. There's Robbie Hargett. How's it going, man? Oh, we were working on the recordings that the Jeff Clayton Dimension started a couple years back now. The project was a couple years back. The recordings were fairly recent, but the whole thing just kind of fell apart. And I gave an announcement to the guys right after we got Robbie in the band. I was like, man, we can't do that. Like, Steve runs Kingdom Corner. He plays in Love It to Death. He plays in Clayton to Wenzel. And I don't know if y'all have experienced this, but how hard is it to get 4 or 5 adults in the same place at the same time anymore? It's damn near impossible. But we had to let it go. But we recorded 4 songs and had everything except for lead guitar and vocals, and we found another one that Steve had recorded on his own. And it's like, well, you know what? We at least need to make a CD of those songs. and finish them out. So we're going to finish them out. And they're going to be good. It's going to be some good stuff, man. It'll just be a little EP, but at least it'll be a testament of what we attempted to do. And with that, maybe if there's anyone out there that hears it and wants to actually participate, we can maybe, you know, talk about the possibilities of playing it live. So we'll see. Now, I know as soon as I sign off here, I'll think of something that I wanted to say concerning 2025. But I reckon it's going to be a short one tonight, y'all. Just keep in mind what we got coming up. If you can attend, we would love to see you there. Don't forget the Big Cartel store, man. The long sleeve t-shirt, that was a big hit on the last run we did. We sold out of them. I had to get them reprinted to keep in the store. Now, I don't do that anymore, but I did it with these, and they're going good, man. So get you one of them long sleeve t-shirts. And because one day when you put your long sleeve t-shirt on, you'll realize that the temperature has dropped down to 14, and you will need an ANTiSEEN ski cap to go with it. That's one good thing about working class. Working class folks like to dress to impress. Can't go in the warehouse looking like a slob. So a lot of stuff, man, and there's so much stuff, man. We're always bouncing the ideas, man. Sometimes, you know, I've told you before that sometimes they don't come to fruition for quite some time. But for the most part, especially with this lineup, man, things seem to happen quick. And we've got a songwriting session coming up here at the beginning of January. And we're going to be laying down some tracks for a special project with Eat The Turnbuckle. And that's going to be a pretty big deal. A bigger deal than a good old-fashioned Happy Meal, I can tell you that right now. Well, boys that are in the band and in the firm, if you can tell me something I need to mention before I sign off, I think I'm just going to go ahead and sign off, man. Man, I'm only working half a day tomorrow. How's that? And when you go in at 5 a.m., we'll do the math. I have a day. That's what time I'll be getting off. If I pay extra for the long sleeve, I can get that in 4XL. No. Okay, next. All right, Brian Dunlap, you need to elaborate on that. Is that when that CD's coming out? Malcolm's dropping a hint that it could be the year of the ANTiSEEN Blowfly 12-inch disco single, which, by the way, speaking of Blowfly, if anybody hearing this transmission knows the whereabouts of one Tom Bowker from Miami, Florida, please let us know. I am convinced that he died. If someone knows better, please hip me. Now, Brian says the new October CD will be out in February. CD release. It has a song that features yours truly. And you know, people are sending Brian letters and postcards and faxes, like he's getting hundreds and hundreds every day, going, has October changed their direction since you got such a classically trained lead vocalist such as Jeff Clayton to be on one of your tracks? And Brian's telling me, no, we're keeping it the way people Know and love October. So don't worry about that. We're not changing. So Mark says Sammy from Fang told him that someone reached out to him and said she had seen him. But seen him ain't getting it. Because he was supposed to be doing a tour with ANTiSEEN and Fang in February, and we hadn't heard nothing since October 15th. So, Tom, I hope you're okay. I doubt you're hearing this, but man, I hope you're fine. But I guess one day we'll figure it all out. But in the meantime, here's something you can figure out right now. And that is the old JC loves every one of you. Thank you for sticking with ANTiSEEN. Thank you for sticking with me. God bless you all. And man, 2026 is going to be pedal to the metal. That's MEDAL, not METAL. And we are going to rip it up. Can you hear me? Eat More Possum in its entirety, performed by the Ultra lineup. Man, you ain't heard that. You ain't heard nothing like that, like you ain't never heard. So you're going to want to come see that. And we're talking about some local shows. You won't have to wait to see ANTiSEEN local until next December. Man, we may be done with that damn December, first week of December thing we've been doing. Man, for some reason, the first week of December here is cold. So, and I used to love the cold. But anyway, listen. You know, OJC ain't doing nothing but going to church on New Year's Eve. But if y'all are doing something on New Year's Eve, if you're out, you're having a few drinks, you're going to parties and stuff like that, I would just ask that you please do not drive impaired. Have a designated driver. Take a Uber home. If you can't drive, be careful out there. Watch for other people. A lot of times you could be doing everything perfect and someone else is acting a crazy fool. So be careful. And man, I may drop in here New Year's Eve, but if I don't, I'll see you in 2026. And man, I hope I see a bunch of you at the Abdullah 85th birthday celebration. Well, from old JC, here at the last break on through of 2025, let's leave behind the jive and get on into 26. That'll be a real super bad fix. Let's do it. Take care, everybody. Good night.